Hi and welcome to my saxophone collection. We thought we'd bring them all out and show you them and let you hear a little of the kind of saxophones I play. I'm going to start with the smallest first. This is a Buescher True Tone Soprano, 1920s model. Lovely sweet sound, curly saxophone shape rather than a normal straight soprano. Lovely sweet sound. So that's the Buescher True Tone. Now I've got a Yamaha 62 straight soprano, which I also play as well. This I've had since I was 21 years old. It's the only straight soprano I've had since then. Use it quite a lot for sessions when you're looking for more authentic straight soprano sound, which has that more oboe-like quality. Alto saxophones, well, I've got three here. The first one is my current horn. The one I play is called Sax Gourmet. It's made by Steve Goodson in New Orleans. Very high copper content, hence the colour. It's very big, very solid, very loud horn. Beautiful noise. Use it in the Jools Holland band all the time. Great for soloing. Great for nice, big. So it's all that kind of thing. It's just great. But if you compare that with the exact opposite end, I have and own a 1950s Grafton acrylic saxophone. Now, if you know, you've never seen photographs of Ornette Coleman or Charlie Parker playing a white saxophone, it's one of these. It's actually made out of Bakelite. It's an acrylic material. The idea was that it would actually break if you dropped it and you just bought a new body. But there are only ever 3,000 ever made. It's a very rare saxophone, and it makes a much more gentle sound, almost like Paul Desmond, and makes me sound like an old-fashioned jazzer, which is quite a surprising thing. Beautiful saxophone. Don't bring it out very often because it's quite rare and quite delicate, but I used to play it all the time when I worked with Spike Robinson. I love playing that saxophone. Grafton acrylic. At the far end, just while we're looking, you'll also find that I've got a very old Con Chew Berry 1930s model saxophone as well. Fantastic sound, but quite hard to play because all the keys are straight down in a line like a clarinet. So lovely sound, but a very old saxophone. Play that now and again when I'm in a roaring jazz quartet situation. Okay, if you move over to my tenor saxophone, this is the only tenor saxophone I play. It's a Selmer, but it's not the Mark VI, the Holy Grail. It's actually the model before that. It's called a Super Action. So it's a Mark VI body. Mark VI fingering. Get it right way around. Mark VI fingering with a balanced action body. So for me, the neck is a bit larger, and it makes a nice big fruity rock and roll bluesy sound. So I love playing this. So that's my tenor. And finally I'm going to move over here, show you my baritone saxophone. I love this. It's called a Con Crossbar, and it's the same model that Jerry Mulligan used to play. If you're trying to find out what it is, the reason it's called a crossbar is because it has a cross here between the bell and the body. Con Crossbar saxophone, and it works in this way, and it's got a lovely kind of light clear sound. Lovely if you want to play with a soul band, you just want to sit and go. Lovely big fruity sound. So, welcome to 7 of my saxophones. This is the whole family that I play. And all showcased at the same time. So, that's what I play.
On behalf of the people in the website, do you have a favourite one? Because that's a question that often comes in on the emails.
Favourite saxophone? I can't say it's a favourite one individually. I have favourite things for different situations. If I'm playing funk, I like to play the alto saxophone. If I'm playing blues or standards, I love playing tenor. Baritone, well, I love showcasing the baritone, but normally if you're playing kind of Jerry Mulligan feature things. And I love playing soprano if we're just doing floaty ballads and I can float over the top.
And what about the reeds? Because that's the other question that's often asked a lot.
I pretty well play either 3 or 3.5s. I've settled on Rico Royals for both the sopranos and the baritone, and I play the Javas, Van Javas, on both alto and tenor. And since I've moved on to the Sax Gourmet alto, I've actually gone back down a strength to 3, because it's such a loud horn in its own right, I don't need to play so powerfully. Mouthpiece-wise, while we're on it, and this is a Saxophone website, it's a Selmer D Star soprano mouthpiece. The only soprano mouthpiece I've ever owned. On the alto, I play this. It's a Beechler. It's actually a student mouthpiece. It's an S8S. And as you can see, I'm biting through it here. It's a Beechler S8S. It's a very cheap mouthpiece, but I really like it, and I was finding it very hard to find a replacement for it. Tenor saxophone is a classic Otto Link. This is a 7-star, but it has been opened up a bit. So 7-star Otto Link. And on baritone, the mouthpiece is a Berg Larsen. I had this measured by my repairer recently, and although it says 120, it's actually 130 plus as the tip opening. So that's my entire setup.